The reason why we have this program, because a few weeks ago, the mayor of Denpasar announced that they are going to release this mosquito without any explanation, and then this is create uncomfortable among the people here. That's why I just report to the minister, say that we have to make more socializing about this. And I think Universitas Gadjah Mada is too humble, do not expose, as you know, the Javanese, they are so brilliant, but they are so humble to do this. And I think Ibu Adi, you should more outspoken about this, educating the people, so the people don't create any misunderstanding for the success of the program. We would like also to see that there is no dengue fever here. But I think the problem is there is no enough communication and suddenly announced by the government. And I think Dr. Chok, one of the leader in Bali, can give comment about that. Go ahead, Dr. Chok. Pak Chok Gede.
Yeah. Okay. Terima kasih. Yes. Yeah, I have been in contact with a few of the community leaders, and there has been very little, I think, socialization, and there's a little bit of concern. I think especially when, we are releasing something that is let's call it a biological variant. There has, and when these kinds of programs are initiated, we also need to use language which can be understood by the general public and everything. And yeah, I think, talking more about these, the risk analysis and the potentials for, other variants of illness that, we may decrease the mosquito population, but, what will be some of the other potential impacts if that was something, then yeah, we need to closely examine that. And I think, Balinese are also very respectful of nature, I think, in general. And when humans start to, let's say, when we start to play around with God's creation, even if it's for a good purpose, then we need to be very certain that, the risk will not, outweigh the potential benefits. And I think it's very important for us to see a balanced comparison and discussion on both sides as to what that could potentially be. Reduction of mosquitoes is one thing. We could also be looking at reduction of mosquitoes in the improvement of the infrastructure. I think in Bali, it would be very nice to see some of the tax rupiah that this island generates going into more improvement, especially in waterway infrastructure and things like that. I think there's a number of other things that could be done before we go in and start playing around with nature, because I think that's something that we're very, very cautious of. There's even a Balinese legends about this, about the mosquito and what happens when one of the geckos, toke, he wishes that there are no mosquitoes, and everything sort of falls apart. I'm not saying that I love mosquitoes, but there's an important thing to observe in the balance of nature and in what God creates, and how much we should be intervening in that and really assessing. Because I've had a look, just a quick glance at the risk analysis, and I would really like to see if you can share more, of the human impact, direct human impact in terms of potential disease mutations, etc., in subjects who are exposed directly to bites from one of these mosquitoes, or multiple of them. And if there are any of those research papers available, it would be very good to see that. But And that would be a full health assessment. It wouldn't just be an analysis of dengue fever. There are many, many other variables that would be important to look at in that discussion. Yeah.